My Scorpions, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's get into this. I am back to doing mid months. I was kind of just catching up for a while, so now I finally have the time for it again. So let's see what's going on, y'all. Now, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Scorpio signs, that is, obviously. And we're going to see what's up. This will be from about February 15th to about March 15th. General reading, whatever comes out, comes out. Keep in mind, guys, that the energies could be interchangeable, something that's happening to you or something that you may be putting out into the world. So let's see what's up, y'all. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio? February, mid-month, 2019. All right. Okay, guys, so we have your past, present, and future. Okay, y'all. So the energy that we have here is the King of Pentacles, okay? So there could be a very significant earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just you guys being in a place where financially and just emotionally wise, you're very secure, you're strong, you're grounded, you are able to take care of your responsibilities and your necessities, especially around the home. And we have the King of Cups behind that. So you guys have a very, very strong and powerful energy here where with what I'm seeing, the most that you can go through is just maybe a heated conversation with someone. But other than that, I see you guys being very happy. All right, just don't get in your own way with your own thoughts. Okay, with the Eight of Swords, that's when we're kind of stuck in limiting mindsets. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Now, the first card that you guys have for your past is the Death card. So definitely a big change that's happening in your life, something that needs to end so that new things can pour in. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, for some of you, that's an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or that could be a change, especially with how you're growing in business and finances. Things steadily changing. And you have the Nine of Wands where you guys are being very resilient. You're standing very strong through any adversity coming your way. And you really have something that you're passionate about. You have a path that really seems to be the one that you want to go down, okay? There's just certain things that you had to release for a new start to come in, but I see stability here, y'all, okay? Now, the next card that you guys have for your past, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Some sort of fallout. Again, it did show that something did have to end here. So you lost faith in something or in someone. Maybe they lost it in you. And we have the King of Wands, okay? For some of you, maybe you lost faith in the fire energy just in general. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Or maybe there was something that you were trying to get off the ground, or maybe you would have been in charge of it, or you were just very passionate about it, but you kind of lost faith in that happening. But I see some sort of fallout or something that didn't work out where you did your best to suppress the pain that you felt with it. But you dodged a bullet, guys, even if it was hard for you to move away from it. With the Wheel of Fortune, it shows that with you moving away from it, a lot of great things happen in your life. So it's something that may have been difficult, but definitely something that had to happen. All right, you have the Strength card. So at this point, you guys are very, very strong. You're very resilient. You're able to go through life with your head up. I've been noticing, guys, because when I first started reading, like 2 years ago for YouTube, I just felt like there was constant struggles, you know, that you guys were trying to overcome and really trying to master. At this point, even if there's still struggles, I feel like you guys face them differently and you look at them differently and you just have a stronger backbone when it comes to things. So that's good. That's very good. Let's see why the Strength card is here. We have the Nine of Cups, card about happiness, fulfillment, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So although you had a tough time moving away from something, you didn't allow it to get in the way of your happiness and the good things you still had coming in. So despite having a hard time letting something go, there's blessings pouring in, guys. You're just conflicted with what you had to leave behind. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, I don't even feel like you guys left it behind in like a dramatic way where it's like, screw you, and you're just like tossing clothes out the window and shit like that. I feel like you guys handled it in a graceful way, whatever graceful means for you. So definitely not at an extreme like you may have in the past, okay? Now, in your present moment, the first card that you have is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a situation that people may not be seeing eye to eye. Something is not working in a cohesive manner. You have the Ten of Wands, something that puts a burden on you, puts the weight of the world on your shoulders, okay? And the Four of Swords. So for some of you, you're knowing that you can't move forward with something that is not working out. For others of you, you know it's not working out, but you're just in a place where it's like, okay, I realize that this is burdening. I realize that this isn't working out, but how do I move forward? How do I get to the next step in life? So there's very strong energies here because with the King of Swords, yes, it could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I don't feel that right now. I feel like this is just your thought process. I love that you guys have so many kings that have been coming out and they're all in the upright because just your energy with how you're dealing with things, it's very powerful, okay? With the King of Swords being here, you're really in a place where you're thinking in a very evolved state. What's most logical for me? Let me put my feelings to the side for a second and truly see how I can get to where I want to be. Okay? And you know that there's a new chapter that's coming into your life. You know that there's something that's closed out. There's a phase that's ending or that it's ending. And you really want to be smart about how you move forward. Okay? We have the Hermit card and the Judgment card. So just with all these cards together, guys, there is a lot of very, how do I want to say it? Very developed thinking with what it is that you're moving forward with. So, you know, I feel like you're really delving into your heart and into your soul, into your spirit with what you think is the most logical thing. And that's going to lead you on a path where you have new beginnings that are not only stable, but they're there for a long time. You have the Chariot. Because of your way of thinking right now, you take complete control of your life. Okay, there's a lot that you guys are within, a lot that you're in control of. Now, what I love is the center of your reading, and the next card for your present moment is the Justice card. Okay, so definitely karmic situations that you may have dealt with, but at this point, I really feel, and it's gonna differ depending on which part of this spectrum you're on. But with the Justice card, that's kind of like a karmic card where depending on what position you had in the past, that determines how you're moving forward. Because it looks like you guys are strongly building something, but with this showing up, if you have been in a place where you know you did unnecessary things that, could have had negative consequences, or maybe you screwed someone over or something like that, there may be a sense of you kind of getting a taste of that. If you were in a place where you feel like you endured enough, or endured a lot rather, and you just dealt with very heavy energies and you felt like things weren't fair, then this is the universe saying, okay, we're over that, we're past that. So it really depends on where you're coming from. We have the Judgment card upright. Very strong shifts right now, guys. And the Seven of Cups. Okay. There was something that was an illusion in your life. That is rather, since we're talking about the presence, something that is an illusion. Okay. Where you have to really, again, take that step back and think about the most logical move forward. And you guys are doing that without a problem right now. But what is it that you have to walk away from? What is it that's causing you a loss? Is it someone around you that's promiscuous? Are you the promiscuous person? Is there something that emotionally is throwing you off and putting you putting you in a place where you're just not as stable as you're used to being? So you guys are really realizing that there's just something that needs to be moved away from here. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is a reckless energy of someone, whether it's you or another person, that doesn't think fully before making a move. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. If this is in regards to love, someone could be stuck in a reckless situation where there's a third party, or maybe stuck in a situation where someone's making reckless decisions, maybe because of depression, maybe because they're in a place where they just don't want to go out and socialize and, you know, just be part of this moving world, okay? If this is in regards to anything other than love, then I see something that you guys have to fall away from that is leaving you stuck. When this energy is around you, it's like you're not seeing the bigger picture. You have very limited thinking. All right, so that's something that you definitely need to be aware of and address. But there's something that you should just not accept in your life. And you know that. With the High Priestess in the reverse, you may be a bit in denial, okay? But it's definitely something that just has too much adversity, okay? And for those of you who are kind of on the fence about a decision that you need to make right now, it's showing that there's going to be things that come to light that make you very aware of the whole reality of what you're dealing with, okay? And with the Five of Swords here, that's something that, again, could cause you to feel conflicted within yourself. But it's definitely something that has to be addressed because we don't want to be stuck here. You know, this is someone like who's tying his hands. You know, they're good. This is someone that has more than enough room to get out of this disaster, to move away from this fire, okay? Now, moving forward into the future, the first card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that is not working out, something that you stopped putting effort into. Could be you even leaving a job, okay? But you're happy about this. You're happy about something that didn't work. And you have the Five of Wands in the reverse because you don't have to deal with bullshit anymore. A lot of you could just be leaving a job that's annoying. Whatever it is that stops working or that you stop putting effort into, it makes you feel a whole lot better. It gives you so much more power than what you already have, okay? So you have to make that decision to take a loss, okay, to let something go, something that's probably toxic that, you know, just needs to come out of your life. Yeah, definitely something you guys are moving away from, walking away from with the Eight of Cups here. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of overthinking that's involved in this. And it's like when you finally move away from it, you're like, oh, okay, good. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Now, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So this energy, you know, can be a bit of a diva. Let's see why she's showing up. We have the World card. And we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. It's not your energy, which is a good thing. So there's something that you let go of that just isn't working out for you. And yeah, maybe it got you to the point where you were kind of upset and brought out a diva within yourself, male or female. But I feel for a lot of you, you go towards a new chapter and there's something that you know you won't have success in, but you're not bothered by that. You know you're more powerful without it. So I feel like with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, that's an external energy where someone's just really pissed off at you about something, or someone can be adding a lot of drama to the situation, okay? But it's like someone's upset at the decision that you make, although the decision is very beneficial for you, and it just makes you a better and stronger person. The last card for the future is the Emperor in the reverse. So this is someone who can be fake, dishonest, someone who's not being truthful, whether it's to other people or to themselves. All right, we have the Two of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords. So it shows that something is a waste of time and effort. And although there might still be an emotional investment when you let it go, you dodged a bullet. Wheel of Fortune, guys. So whatever this is, whatever rejection this is, someone's being left out in the cold, someone's falling away from something, you guys really have the upper hand, I feel. Okay? So it's something that maybe you were passionate about at one point, but you know that it's just not real. Okay, so things really move forward in an amazing way for you guys. But I just feel like, you know, someone's upset with you and not making it the easiest thing for you to walk away. But, and from what I'm feeling, even if they, you know, even if this person wants to be all up in your phone, or, you know, trying to convince you otherwise, I feel like your mind is like solidly made up at this point. With the Three of Wands in the reverse, there's something that you know is just not going to expand. Something that you know will not push you to do bigger things in life for yourself. All right. So you have a lot of blessings coming in, but there's going to be this manipulative energy around you that is going to try and confuse you. Okay. So just be very secure with yourself and really listen to your instincts about, you know, can this derail me? But you guys avoid it. So you guys have a lot of good stuff coming in. I'm really happy to see this. So I'm going to pull you guys some cards of advice. Let's see what comes up here. Five of Swords in the reverse came out. This is where you're avoiding conflict at all costs. You don't want no part in it. Eight of Swords in the reverse, because you're woke. You saw it for what it is. It's too late. Okay, it's too late. If someone is trying to convince you of something now, I feel like it's something they should have done earlier, or there's just too much that's been exposed for it to even be a question. Okay, and you have the Tower card. So this, you know, may very well shake the ground beneath you, but I feel like it's in a very positive way. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of pettiness coming at you, but with the Moon card in the reverse, you guys are completely woke. You're completely aware. There's a very high sense of awakening for your sign right now. Again, someone's going to want to be giving you shit. You're not going to want to reciprocate the shit. But it was just a toxic situation. You knew that it was bad judgment. Okay? You have balance now. You're able to build. Let's clarify these cards. Why is this Five of Swords in the reverse? We have the Two of Swords. Why is this Eight of Swords in the reverse? The Two of Pentacles. And we have the Tower card. Why is this here? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, guys, here's the thing. It's not new. Okay? And whatever it is that you have to leave behind, they, or whatever establishment it is, this person or this establishment cannot be surprised. Okay? When you have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and we'll talk about these two cards in a moment, but the Queen of Pentacles, just in general, the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is someone who can endure a lot. Characteristically speaking, and we can all take on the energy of any of these cards. They're all so eclectic, just like we are. But out of all the cards, I feel that the Queen of Pentacles is the person, or with her energy, that she will put up with the most. Shiri. This is someone who's very stable. This is someone who's ride or die. This is someone who's going to, you know, make you that meal from scratch. Make sure that you're good if you're sick. You know, make sure there's food in the fridge. Make sure you're, you know, having everything that you need. This is a very nurturing person. So, in my opinion, it's the most difficult queen to get into the reverse, because of the shit that they can endure. And that's not always a good thing. You know, I am the Queen of Pentacles. So when I get to this point, it's like I was just doing way too much for someone, or, you know, for a situation. But here, it's like you guys may be seen as, you know, petty or stubborn, or, you know, just kind of like pissed off for a situation. But you have every right to be, because you endured so much here. So again, this is not just something where you see something one day and it's like, okay, I'm out. No, it's not like that. It's something that you've been seeing shit for a while, or you've been enduring things for a while, and you've been putting energy into this for a while. And although there's this back and forth in the sense of how do I find balance, is this truly the right decision? You know that it is. Okay, so there's a lot of changes that are going to come in because of that. Okay, so listen to yourself and be sure of yourself. Look at the energy now. The moon card in the verse. So you guys are definitely in a place where you are so aware. You're not going to need to see proof about things. You're not going to have to, go above and beyond to prove a point, because your soul knows what the truth is of a situation, and you know that you have to follow your gut instinct here. Okay, so I don't care if someone is calling you crazy for what it is that you're doing or the decision that you're making. You're coming from a very intuitive place. Okay, so listen to yourself, and you're definitely going to be able to build through this. Okay, a lot is going to come in because you have the strength to make this change. So don't second guess yourself, guys. And the things that we get in life are the things that we choose to accept. Okay, at this point, I can honestly say there's not many things in my life that I don't have control over. And I think that that's where we all need to really push to get to. And it's an everyday battle. What friends are not good for me? What situation is not working out for me? What's derailing me from my purpose? What's draining my energy so much that I'm not able to focus on what matters to me? And slowly but surely, when you start making boundaries, around yourself, and you start having this sense of confidence in yourself, and you're able to articulate what it is that you want in this world, and you're able to speak up when you don't like certain things, which can be hard sometimes. Sometimes we can just be passive about shit like that. But it's like, once you start doing that, you're going to notice that people in situations that don't serve you, they don't even come your way. Okay, everything that we come across in life, all the energies that we come across in life, no matter how insignificant it may seem, we attract to that in some way. Okay, and I don't mean to say that you get yourself in a terrible, because there's a lot of people will say, that bad things can happen to good people, and I agree. Life can be shitty and unfair sometimes, but there's going to be another way that you have to look at that. So look at it as, I may be nice and I may have good intention, but am I weak in certain areas? Do I lack confidence? Because certain things like that will attract certain people into our lives. So you don't necessarily have to be a bad person to have a lot of bad things happen to you. It could just be lack of standing up for yourself, lack of direction, lack of drive and motive. So wake up and decide what it is that you want. How are you going to get there? Write it down. Make a list. Make it happen. Okay? So I really see you guys just being stronger in regards to your spirit and what it is that you want in your life. And because, again, you're setting these boundaries, you're finally on that path to getting there. So keep it up, guys. And anything that's falling away from you right now, it just was not meant to be there. Okay? So this is awesome, Scorpio. I really like this. Now, for those of you on Instagram, you can follow me, High Vibrations 44. Every day I post a daily energy. I let you guys know what's going on in your day, so you can look at that as an extra bonus. It's always on my story. And then I also post what videos, I'm posting on YouTube. I always post the orders of like the monthly or the mid-month readings that I post. And in regards to full personal readings, guys, if you are looking for a personal reading, go to my website, highvibrationswithliz.com. All of this information is in the description below. So I did change my system. The old one just was not working out for me. So I did limit the readings that I take in. So I only take in 3 a day, guys. So if there's ever anything pressing, I offer emergency readings. So it doesn't matter if I'm all booked up. You can always get an emergency reading. But I'm here for y'all, okay? I'm open. I read anything you want me to. The only thing I avoid is any sort of like medium work where contacting someone who has passed away, or anything that I just feel is immoral, okay, or anything that's too heavy in regards to like crisis. So I always tell people, if you feel like you're in a place where you're questioning your life, things like that. When it gets that heavy, that's when I'm gonna nicely say, look, I'm not trained to help in this. I can give you words of guidance, but you should definitely see someone who can help you with this. Okay, so I really just want to, my goal for everything, especially with the personal readings I do, is to help guide, but I want to avoid any situations where it can be high anxiety. Okay, because with the spiritual work that I do, it's just very sensitive. Okay, so I want to make sure that we're within realistic means of what I can help with. Okay, guys, but I'm open, I'm here, whatever y'all need, just reach out. Okay, Scorpio, I love you guys.